Julia Roberts has been Hollywood's golden girl for over 3 decades, captivating audiences with her megawatt smile, emotional depth, and remarkable versatility. From fairy tale romances to hard-hitting dramas, her filmography is a masterclass in star power. Here are Julia Roberts' top 10 greatest films, with number 1 being her absolute best. Number 10, Mirror, Mirror. In this vibrant reimagining of Snow White, Roberts sinks her teeth into the role of Queen Clementiana, a vain and cunning ruler obsessed with staying the fairest of them all. When her beautiful stepdaughter Snow White threatens her reign, the queen banishes her to the dark forest. But Snow White survives, joining a band of rebellious thieving dwarves and eventually confronting the queen in a spectacular final battle. Roberts relishes the role, delivering hilarious one-liners while draped in beautiful, extravagant gowns. Though lighter than her dramatic work, Mirror, Mirror proves Roberts can play over-the-top villainy with gleeful charm. Mirror, Mirror is a rare, family-friendly role where Roberts steals every scene with comedic flair. Number 9, Runaway Bride. Reuniting with Pretty Woman co-star Richard Gere, Roberts plays Maggie Carpenter, a small-town woman infamous for leaving grooms at the altar 3 times. When Gere's character, a cynical journalist named Ike Graham, writes a scathing article about her, Maggie confronts him, leading Ike to follow her to Hale, Maryland, to document her 4th attempt at marriage. What starts as a journalistic expose turns into unexpected romance as Ike sees the real Maggie, a woman afraid of commitment but yearning for true love. The film's highlight? A hilarious horseback chase where Maggie flees another wedding, proving she's not ready to settle. Roberts and Gere's chemistry is as electric as in Pretty Woman, making this a rom-com classic. Number 8, The Pelican Brief. Roberts takes on one of her few suspense roles as Darby Shaw, a brilliant law student who stumbles upon a deadly conspiracy. After 2 Supreme Court justices are assassinated, Darby writes a legal brief called The Pelican Brief, theorizing the murders were orchestrated by an oil tycoon. When her professor and lover is killed, Darby realizes she's next. Teaming up with investigative reporter Gray Grantham, she goes on the run, dodging government assassins while uncovering a plot that reaches the highest levels of power. In one scene, Darby just barely escapes a bomb meant to kill her, leading to a tense showdown in New Orleans. The Pelican Brief is one of those rare thrillers in Roberts' filmography, proving she could excel beyond rom-coms. And what made this film even better was the addition of Denzel Washington to the cast. Number 7, Sleeping with the Enemy. This OND is a chilling tale of survival. Roberts delivers one of her most intense performances as Laura Burney, a woman trapped in an abusive marriage to a controlling husband. After faking her death in a boating accident, she escapes to Iowa, reinventing herself as Sarah. But her husband Martin discovers she's alive and stalks her, leading to a terrifying climax where Laura must fight back in a brutal home invasion. 1. If the defining scenes in the movie is when Laura realizes that Martin has found her when she sees her perfectly arranged towels, his obsessive signature. This suspense masterpiece fully showcased Roberts' dramatic range and is one of her most memorable roles. Number 6, Mona Lisa Smile. A feminist drama ahead of its time. When this film was first released, it did not receive the love it deserved, but years later, it stands out as one of Julia's best movies with its very relevant message. Set in 1950s Wellesley College, Roberts plays Catherine Watson, an art history professor who challenges her students, including a young Kirsten Dunst, Julia Stiles, Maggie Gyllenhaal, and Ginnifer Goodwin, to question societal expectations. While the school expects women to become dutiful wives, Catherine encourages them to pursue careers and independent thought. Her clashes with conservative student Betty lead to powerful confrontations about women's roles in society. One pivotal scene is when Catherine has an emotional breakdown after Betty publishes a cruel editorial attacking her in the school paper. What makes this movie so refreshing is that Roberts' character teaches the young women in her class about feminism and the power of education. But she too ends up learning from them and sees the beauty in their traditional choices and aspirations and re-examines her preconceived notions about them. Number 5, My Best Friend's Wedding. Roberts flips the rom-com script as Julianne Potter, a food critic who realizes she's in love with her best friend Michael, just as he announces his engagement to Cameron Diaz's perky character Kimmy. Desperate to sabotage the wedding, Julianne schemes to break them up. including a cringeworthy karaoke scene where she forces Kimmy to sing off key. But in a twist, Julianne doesn't get the guy. Instead, she learns to let go. At the time of its release, My Best Friend's Wedding was a bold, subversive rom-com where the heroine loses and grows because of it. Number 4. Eat, Pray, Love. Based on Elizabeth Gilbert's memoir, Roberts plays Liz, a woman who, after a painful divorce, embarks on a year-long trip to Italy where she eats, India where she gets in touch with her soul and prays, and finally, Bali where she finds love. From savoring pasta in Rome to finding peace in an ashram to falling for a Brazilian expat, Liz's journey is visually stunning and emotionally resonant. Eat, Pray. Love is a visually lush, introspective film that speaks to anyone seeking reinvention and is a feel-good romp, worthy of rewatching again AMD again. Number 3. Notting Hill. Roberts plays Anna Scott, the world's biggest movie star, who stumbles into the travel bookshop of awkward but charming William Thacker, who is portrayed by Hugh Grant. Their whirlwind romance faces paparazzi scandals, ex-lovers, and Anna's own fears about fame. The most unforgettable scene is during Anna's vulnerable confession in which she delivers the line, "I'm just a girl," standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her. Number 2. Erin Brockovich. Roberts disappears into the real-life story of Erin Brockovich, a brash, uneducated single mom who helps win a $333 million lawsuit against a corrupt corporation poisoning a town's water supply. Wearing micro miniskirts and a take-no-crap attitude, Erin bulldozes through sexism and skepticism to uncover the truth. This movie is Roberts' most powerful performance in a drama. It is raw, funny, and utterly compelling. Number 1. Pretty Woman. This is the ultimate Cinderella story. Roberts plays Vivian Ward, a Hollywood professional intimacy provider with a heart of gold, who gets hired by wealthy businessman Edward Lewis for a week. What starts as a transaction turns into real love as Vivian teaches Edward how to live. And he helps her see her own worth. From the iconic Rodeo Drive shopping spree to the opera scene, and finally to the final fire escape reunion, Pretty Woman is pure magic, utterly unforgettable, and the movie anyone who knows the name Julia Roberts is well familiar with. The film launched Julia Roberts into legend status, and remains the defining rom-com of all time. From fairy tale romances to hard-hitting dramas, Julia Roberts has given us unforgettable characters for over 30 years. Whether she's making us laugh, cry, or believe in love, her films are timeless. Which Julia Roberts movie is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.